friends, my name is Crystal Idunyate and welcome to my crafty space. Today I am filming this video with me in front of the camera, face to face, in the hopes that we can get to know each other better. I'm hoping today to give you kind of an introduction into who I am, a little bit about my family, maybe some fun facts about me, just so you guys can start to get to know me better. And I also will be sharing my crafty project plans for 2020, and then also what you can expect on this YouTube channel. So welcome, and I'm just so excited that you are here. Let's get started, and let me tell you just a little bit about me. Like I said, my name is Crystal. I am currently 32 years old. I actually just celebrated a birthday at the end of December. I live in the state of Michigan with my husband Aaron and our 2 children and our cat. Aaron and I, we met in college when we both attended the University of Michigan. He actually was my neighbor. He has an identical twin brother, so he and his twin brother were my neighbors. And we were friends for a number of years while I was in a relationship at the time. And when that ended, we started dating and we got married, and here we are 6 years later. So we celebrated our 6th anniversary back in September. When we got married, my brother-in-law, so my husband's twin brother, and his wife got us our cat for our wedding present. So our cat Dibs, or formerly Mr. Dibs, has been with us for 6 years as well. He was our first baby, our fur baby. And then after we were married for a year, we had our daughter. So we have a 5-year-old. She just turned 5, and that's crazy. A 5-year-old daughter, Isabella, who is obsessed with all things rainbow, unicorns, kitties, and crafts. So, I mean, what's cooler than all of that? So she is a pretty awesome kid. And then what do I want to say? Last year. It was not last year. Our son, Jonah, is a little over a year old. He actually just started walking. That's like his big milestone right now. He's been walking for like 2 weeks. And he's obsessed with food and his dad. That's like his 2 biggest loves in the world. Someday I'll make it on that list. Actually, I'm already on that list, but maybe below food. It's possible. So that's our family. As for jobs, my husband works in the IT industry, so it's really fun to have somebody in the house that can help with computers and technology and all that stuff. I'm pretty good with computers myself, but it does really help to have somebody who knows more about the hardware aspect of it. As for me, I work in a family business. So my parents are both very entrepreneurial. My mom has her own business that I worked with her for a number of years. She designs and creates aprons for women and children. And so I worked for her and learned how to sew and about patterns and colors and design and all that fun stuff. So that's maybe partially where my creative life comes from. And then my dad's side of the family owns and operates a coffee manufacturing, distribution, and franchising company that's headquartered here in Michigan. So a couple years back, my dad came to me and offered me a position in a more desk job type environment to work with him. So that's what I do. So I currently handle the finances and the human resources for a division of that company, which, is fun. I am actually working part-time in that position right now. My younger sister and I job share, which allows us to alternate days. It allows me to be home with my kids some of the time when they're little like this. And it also gives me an opportunity to really dive into hobbies like this one, in this crafting hobby. And it's great. It's really great. So that is that. And then what else? Maybe, you know what I'll do is I'll tell you 5 fun facts about me, and then we'll move on. We'll move on to the next thing. So let's see. Fact number 1, I am a super nerd. I love all the nerdy things. I am Harry Potter obsessed, Slytherin for life, and I love Star Wars and Doctor Who and video games and all the things. I love all the nerdy things. Let's see what else. My family is zoo obsessed. So we are zoo members here in Michigan at the Detroit Zoo, and we try to make it there about once a month. So that's something that you'll probably see cropping up in my projects throughout the year. My husband and I are craft beer enthusiasts. So that's something we actually really like to do on our date nights, is we'll go to a brewery and then get a couple flights and just try out different beers, and we really enjoy doing that. Number 4 is that I am in a book club. It's a book club with my sister-in-law, and a friend. So there's only 4 of us, but we rotate homes and we go all out. Like, we theme the whole night after our book, all the food and the drinks, and we dress up, and it's a really fun group to be a part of. And last is that I started scrapbooking in middle school. So I would have been probably about 12, and my mom scrapbooked at the time, so she let me tag along and got me some supplies, and I have a scrapbook from middle school, I have a scrapbook from every year of high school, and then I kind of stopped for a long time before I found my way back to this passion and this hobby that I have now, which really a lot of that is to do with the Project Life concept, that really helped me. And part of it was just really diving into storytelling as opposed to just putting pictures on a page. So yeah, so there we go. There's 5 fun facts about me. All right, let's move on. So what projects am I doing for 2020? So for this year, I plan to participate in a wide variety of projects. It's probably a little bit overwhelming for most people, but I just can't imagine not doing any of them. So first and foremost is Project Life. I will be participating in Project Life again this year using a 12 by 12 album and in a weekly format. So I know a lot of the people in the crafting community are moving to monthly. I just feel like my kids are young and we're constantly doing stuff, and it would be really hard to limit myself to telling less stories when I just feel like there are so many stories every week right now. So I will be staying in the weekly format, and I will be staying in a 12 by 12 album. Another really big project for me this year are my story albums. So if you follow Tashiana Gordon, she's Precisely Tashi on YouTube and on Instagram, she's talked about this too. It's something that she and I have talked about, are these story albums. So the idea is that they're actually right behind me, I have an album for my son, an album for my daughter, and then an album for my husband and I together. They are 6 by 8. And in these albums, I put stories. They're just literally stories. They don't even necessarily have like chronological order. They're just, whenever a story strikes me, I document it and I put it in this album. So, an example. So like this one is the one for my husband and I. And like if I open this up, there's no intro page. You'll see that there's like our love of board games in here. I've got this one, which is my husband when he was a little boy. I've got this one, which is a story about me in high school. I've got this one, which if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen. It's my letter to 2020. So it's just stories in here. Stories and things that don't necessarily fit into my Project Life album. So I subscribe currently to Allie Edwards' Story Kit. And so each month she releases a theme, and my goal right now is to create a spread for each of the 3 albums using that theme. So a story about my daughter, a story about my son, and a story about my husband, or my husband and I. If I get more than those 3 stories told, that's fantastic. But I, at the minimum, want to get the 3. There are other products from other companies too that sometimes spark story ideas, and those will also go in there. So that is a big project for this year. In addition to that, I have a couple other mini albums that I'll be doing this year. I'm participating in One Little Word. I have a process video coming up for that about my intro and that aspect. I will be participating in Week in the Life. I did this last year, loved it, and I'm excited to do it again this year. I will be creating an October daily album, which I have done for 2 years now. It's just a little 4x4. It's little, just a tiny little mini album. I will most definitely be doing December daily. It is one of my most favorite projects of the year, and so I will definitely be here for December daily. And travel, occasionally we go on trips, and I like to document those in mini albums. Occasionally I create gifts for people that are albums, so I may or may not share some of that stuff. And what else? And then new for me this year is that I'm actually on 2 creative teams, which is like a complete dream come true. And I still have a hard time believing it. I am so honored and thrilled to be a part of these teams. So I am on both the Feed Your Craft creative team and the Allie Edwards creative team. So throughout the months, you'll be seeing some projects for those creative teams using their products. So yeah, there's 2020. So when I say it all out loud, it sounds like a lot, but it's manageable. I can do it. So what else? YouTube. Hi, YouTube. I am so excited to be on YouTube, you guys. When I stopped scrapbooking for a long time and then restarted it, like at this point, it was 1.5 years ago that I started back in this scrapbooking hobby. I started back in it because I found other YouTubers on this platform that taught me about the different styles of scrapbooking, the different techniques that you can use with scrapbooking, the different companies that sell the products, the different values like journaling and adding story and like all of this stuff. Like my world was completely opened up through YouTube. And so when I knew that this was something that was going to be a permanent thing in my life, I also knew that someday I wanted to get on YouTube so that I could help teach and inspire others to do what they have for me, which is to tell our stories and to document our lives. So I am so excited to be here. Like this is another dream come true for me. I will add on to that I'm very new at this. I don't know very much about video or editing or whatnot, so I'm learning, and right now I'm very slow at it. Hopefully I will eventually get better and faster. So for the time being, I'm committing to posting 1 video a week. Hopefully Wednesdays will be my day. So I'm going to post once a week on this platform. My ultimate goal is to post 2 to 3 times a week. But that may have to wait until I get a little bit more experience under my belt. So we'll see. Maybe I'll catch on quicker than I'm thinking. That would be great. So yeah, ultimate goal is 2 to 3 times a week. What kinds of videos? So primarily I'm going to post process videos and tutorials. Process videos for all the different types of scrapbooking and projects that I am working on. I like to do projects that are like full physical projects. I also like to do things that are digital, and I love being in the middle and doing this hybrid version. So I will probably over time create videos in all 3 of those buckets, so that I can teach you guys how to do exactly what it is I'm doing. So yeah, physical, digital, and hybrid. And that will be process videos and tutorials. So tutorials could also be, you know, like stamping or sewing, or, you know, there's a variety of things. In addition to those types of videos, I will also post flip-throughs of completed projects. I am not sure yet if I want to do unboxing videos. I did one for the very first video on this channel just to give it a try and see what I thought. Let me know what you guys think. Are unboxing videos something that you like to watch? Is it something you would like me to keep in my videos? Or do you prefer me to just jump right into the process? Because really it's, you know, no skin off my back to just do the process video. But if you guys want to see the product and like my thought processes with the different pieces, let me know, because I'm also happy to include that too. So, you know, whatever you guys like, but definitely, I could definitely use some opinions on that. What else? I will probably do some videos for like craft room tours and product organization. That is something that I am like super obsessed with, is organization and like cleanliness and stuff. So I would love to share with you guys how I am able to operate in a very, very small craft space. I share my craft space with my kids' playroom, so it has to be picked up or else my little kids will like destroy everything. So I definitely have some tips there. And then last but not least, I am hoping to do a video like this, a face-to-face video, maybe about once a month. I can come on, give you guys an update on like what our family's up to, and what projects are in the works, you know, how things are progressing, and maybe do some Q&A. So I'll post up like an ask me anything type box, and then you guys can ask me questions and I'll come on and answer them for you. I think I love when other crafters do face-to-face videos because I feel like I can get to know them so much better, and I want you guys to feel like you're getting to know me. So this is something I'm hoping to do. Yeah, I think that's it. So what I want from you guys. So my goal this year is to be more open and connect better to all of you. So I'm hoping that if you guys feel comfortable, in the comment section below, leave me a note about a fun fact about you. I would love to get to know you all better too. So tell me something about you, and let's get this friendship started, right? Okay, so you guys, I am going to sign off and let you go. I'm going to get to work on some crafts myself for today. So yeah, until next time, I hope you guys have a really great day, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!